What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hammerstein, and today we'll be checking out over here the OPPO Reno 11F 5G. And in today's video, what we're going to do is of course go through the key specs and features of this phone over here before you make your purchase decision. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so before we go on to the unboxing side of things, we just want to check out the packaging over here, because I know in certain regions they don't give you the full packaging, but here in Malaysia, for the base price and the base model for the 8 gigs RAM with the 256, you can get it for 13.99 ringgit Malaysia, which is at about the $400 mark, and this would place it more of the entry level when it comes to the mid-range phones. So this is more of the entry mid-level phones, and of course here we have a nice clean box. This is what we've been getting with the OPPO Reno 10 and the 11 series. Very clean, very simple. You have the 11 logo over here. It is of course coming in with a thicker box because it comes in with a little bit more goodies, which we will check out right now. So first things first, we have the safety guide and the SIM ejector tool. Next up, we have a nice clear phone case, which does have some frosted sides over here. And yes, we do have a charger right off the box. This is the 67 watt Super VOOC charger, and it does use a USB-A to USB-C cable. And here we have the OPPO Reno 11F 5G, and this is the ocean blue color edition. So you can see that it does give you a very kind of ocean feel, very water feel when it comes to the back over here. It is a little bit glossy, but you're not going to attract a lot of fingerprints. As you can see from here, you can't really see the fingerprints on this. And of course, we have the squared sides all around this phone here, giving you a very more modern and futuristic feel. And it does have your curve on the sides here as well. And as you can see here, it does give you a very big screen over here. And also on the back, we do have the triple camera setup with the AI camera as well, and also the OPPO logo. Okay, and of course one more thing to note is that this phone does give you an IP65 rating, which is of course really good at this price point. In terms of the weight here, it isn't too heavy, but it isn't too light either. But I do like that the phone is very comfortable to hold, and of course we have the squared sides over here as well. Nothing on the other side, which is the SIM ejector tool, and also on the right side here we have the power button and the volume rockers, which is very easy to reach. And of course, if we go on to the front here, which is made up of the Panda glass, let's talk about the display over here. So we do have a nice 6.7-inch AMOLED panel with 1 billion colors, 120Hz, and a HDR10 Plus certification, and a brightness of 900 nits and maxing out at 1100 nits. So that is of course really nice, and as you can see here, the colors are all very nice and popish, and it does give you that contrasty, elegant feel. And also one more thing to note is that this phone only does have a down-front speaker. There isn't any stereo speaker set up with this phone. And also I just want to show you guys that the face unlock on this phone is actually very fast, as you can see there. And of course, if we use the optical scanner on the bottom here, it also works really fast, but it's of course located on the far end of this display. So internally, we're going to talk about this phone right now, and it is powered up by the MediaTek Dimensity 7050. So it isn't the flagship level, but it's still a very good chipset in case if you guys want to use it for your gaming sessions or your heavy social media consumption, or in case if you guys want to use it in multiple apps as well. You do have 8 gigs of RAM, and of course you can boost it out with the RAM expansion feature up to another 8 gigs over here, which is really nice. And for this base model, it does give you 256 gigs of storage. There isn't any micro SD expansion that does come with this phone. And right off the box over here, we do have Color OS 14, which is of course on top of your Android 14 features. So we have all the side panel features. We also have the drop-down notifications, all the good stuff that you already are familiar with most of your OPPO phones. And also one more thing to note is that this phone over here does give you a massive 5000 milliamps of battery, and as I mentioned before, you can power this baby up with the 67 watt Super VOOC charger. Alright, and of course last but not least, let's talk about the cameras on this phone. So starting with the selfie shooter over here, which is of course located on the center right here. It is of course having a 32 megapixel f2.4 sensor, and it does have your gyro EIS, and it can record up to 4K at 30 FPS. So this is the phone that it is advertised as the selfie expert over here. So in case you want to do your videos, you can record it up to 4K, which is of course really amazing. Now of course, if we switch it on to the back over here, we do have the triple camera setup. We have the main lens, ultra wide, and the macro shooter. So starting with the main lens over here, 64 megapixel f1.7 sensor with dual autofocus. And on the ultra wide, does use a 8 megapixel f2.2 sensor, and it does give you 112 degrees field of view. And lastly, the macro shooter does use a 2 megapixel f2.4 sensor over here, and this phone can record up to 4K at 30 FPS, and it does have your gyro EIS as well. And of course, if we talk about the functions over here, we see from the camera app, we have the Pro mode, we have the video, photo, portrait mode, of course, here as well. And also we have other features. We have the night mode, high resolution, macro, time-lapse, text scanner, and the dual view video feature for all you vloggers out there. Alright, so that is it with the OPPO Reno 11F 5G, and of course stay tuned to this channel as I'll be doing my full review of this phone. Of course, if you guys have any questions or if you guys want to share your thoughts and experience with this phone, do so in the comment section down below and I will check it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do also follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube at Dr. Hammerstang, and I'll see you guys in the next one.